Hello and welcome to UXpert. My name is Prasenjit, and in this webinar you will be learning UI UX designing combined with human-computer interaction and psychology of design. Before going ahead, let me introduce myself. My name is Prasenjit. I have over 6 years of experience in UI UX designing and research analyst. I've been working in multiple MNCs. I'm a founder and also coach in UXpert. Apart from that, UXpert is also an agency where we create designs for clients such as website design, logo design, branding design, requirement analysis, business analysis, and so on. Moreover, I am also a co-founder of a company called as Growth Gangster, where I help startups to grow their businesses. So rest assured, you are in the safe hands. Let's get started with our journey. UXpert is India's first UI UX designing course combined with psychology and HCI. History of UI UX designing. Don Norman is considered as a father of UX. Now let's look at his background, where it's coming from. So he has done engineering and psychology. The guy who is considered as father of UX designing has done psychology himself. He has written a book called as The Psychology of Everyday Things, which later on is changed to The Design of Everyday Things. This is a book I read and I recommend to all of you people to go through and read it, which inspired me to start this UXpert course. So what is UI UX designing, or you can say product designing? What is product designing? What is UI UX designing? Is it just user interface? Is it just user experience? Or is it just designing a product? So whenever I asked any students like, hey, can you tell me what is UX designing? They just be like, oh, UX is just user experience. UI means like user interface, and product designing is very basically design a product. But is that all? Is that all it takes to be a UX designer, just to understand the full form of it? If your answer is yes, then you are absolutely wrong. Let me break it down to you what exactly UI means, what exactly UX means, and what exactly product designing means. So before knowing all of these things, let me show you a small website. You tell me if this is something which a MNC will hire you after showing this UI UX designing to them. This is the website. Tell me if an MNC will hire you if you show a website like this. Now make sure you see everything. It's really micro. It has a micro interaction. It has the touch of it. It has a feel of it. It has micro animation. You can see the donors going upside. So you tell me, will they hire you for this website? Everything is pretty smooth. Everything is pretty clean. Your answer is yes. You're absolutely wrong. No one will hire you for making a website like this. Now you must be having a question, which website should I make, sir, so I will get hired for as a UI UX designer or as a UX designer? Before that, let me teach you some things so you can build your own website and you will be getting hired for it. Boom. So this is it. CX, UX, and UI. This is something new for you. Obviously, you must be aware of the terms UX and UI, but CX is something entirely new for you, and this is what you are missing out. A lot of people don't know what is CX because they are not being taught about this, but this is really important for you to know if you want to be really good UI UX designer. A real UI UX designer always knows the CX. Now what is CX? CX full form means customer experience. For now, just like keep in your mind, CX is like the starting of an application to the ending of the entire process. Starting of the company to the ending of a company. Okay, the entire process, start of the process and end of the process. For now, just keep that in mind. CX is start of the process to the end of the process. Don't worry, I will explain you within an example. It will be more easier for you. UX is user experience. It's about how you feel while using the application. It's about how you feel when you are looking at the application. For now, just imagine such a way is the overall experience you feel while using the product. So how you feel, are you feeling happy, nervous, or you're upset? That's what UX is about. And UI is focusing on the looks and feel of the product. UI focuses on how the product looks visually. Is it beautiful? Is it looking, appealing? Are the buttons functionable? All of this factor comes in UI. But don't worry about this. It's not just the simple definition. I'm pretty sure you must be knowing this, but there is more deeper knowledge into this. So let's get started. Now let's understand CX example. Let's take Zomato for an example. Imagine you are ordering a burger from Zomato. Now your customer experience is, this is your overall journey with the food delivery services. From the moment you open the application, the moment you open the Zomato application, place your order, track the delivery app, and receive the burger. Was the entire progress smooth and enjoyable? So this is CX from the starting to the end. The second you open the application, your CX starts till the end of it. Obviously, I know you won't understand. So let me give you an example. Okay. Now, whenever you order something from Zomato, sometimes what happens, they deliver you lately, or they just deliver you the wrong order. So how do Zomato cope up with it? Do they say, no, it's not my fault, it's deliver partner fault? No, it's not my fault, it's hotel fault? No, they do not say that. You know how they do it? Let me tell you. So basically, this is your journey, a small CX journey I've explained to you. Let's say if you are hungry, you are neutral about this, you want to just order, you open Zomato and the menu looks yummy. That's where the UI and UX part comes in. Then again, boom, they gave you a wrong order. After ordering the burger, you got, let's say, a veg burger, but you ordered for a non-veg burger. Now you are pretty upset about this thing. Then suddenly you go to the customer care and you say, sir, ma'am, this is not something I was looking for. I got a veg burger when I was ordering for non-veg burger, or vice versa. So you know what they say? They say like, okay, that's our bad. You can keep that burger. We will give you a separate replacement for free. And moreover, we will also be giving you a discount for further purchase. So this way, they not only gain your trust, but also make sure that you will be loyal to Zomato. So suddenly, you will be in a more positive side than, hey, I got a free replacement and extra discount. And when they give you a quick service, you will be more than happy to have it. And that's, my friend, that's CX in a nutshell. Now let's understand UX. UX is user experience, is just a full form, but this is how you feel while using the application to order your burger. Was it easy to find a menu? How long does it take for you to find burger when you open an application? It hardly takes you 10 seconds. That's the part of the UX. You should find it very quickly and easily. So the way it's supposed to be arranged is of how it's supposed to be arranged, where we are supposed to keep a particular food in such a way that we can find it easily. So all of this factor comes in UX, how we can make them, like, order things easily. It's not compulsory. Like you just want to order burger, so the burger is the only thing which is easily available. If you want to even order biryani, you can get that within 10 seconds. That's the best part of UX. Whatever you want to order, you can find it within 10 seconds. Could you customize your burger? Yes, you could customize your burger the way you like it. Yes, I wanted extra cheese in it, I wanted more spicy. I could have added all the requests. I can also customize by saying I need 4 burger, 10 burgers. So that part comes in UX. And was the ordering process quick and simple? Of course, if you see when you order from Zomato, what happens is when you open the application, you find the burger within 10 seconds. After finding the burger within 10 seconds, can you customize? Of course, I can customize. I want a small burger, a medium burger. Maybe I want to add fries with it. I want to make that particular burger spicy. I can do that as well. And boom, if I want to order, it will hardly take more 1 minute for me to complete the order. So ordering the burger from starting to payment, it will only take me 1 to 2 minutes. That's really less time to order a burger. And this way, your chances of ordering that burger increases. Now, this is where UX comes in. This is what UX is. And obviously, what you are seeing right now is something very basic, but there are more than these steps which I teach in my course. Okay, so it's a primary research, secondary research. So how we are supposed to find UX, or how am I supposed to find UX? So this is some common steps you can use to find it. But of course, there are multiple steps, and there are also some steps which are based on situational shift. Okay, so let's say if there is some situation, we have to use the particular research method to find the output, exact output for it. So all of these things, a lot of factors comes in. Obviously, within this like 2 hours of webinar, I don't think so I'll be able to cover each and everything, but rest assured you will be getting a lot of knowledge. Okay, so that's CX for you. UI is, this is how the application looks and works when you interact with it. Are the buttons easy to click? Are the picture of the food appetizing? Are the text clear and easy to read? Is the color used is visually good and follows brand style theme? So UI is all about how it looks. Yes, even the images, it has to be in a high quality image. Are the burger looking tempting? If it's not looking tempting, you won't even order. Let's say if there is a button, if you clicking buy now or get now and it's just closing the application, you will be frustrated. So the UX part, most of the time what happens, people do a lot of good UX, like sir, my UX is done, I have written down all the information, but they mess up in the UI part because they cannot show that UX in UI. So how you are supposed to show that in practically? It's not just about just text and button. It has to be more than that, like placement of it, how we are supposed to show our research according to the UI, because UX is a theory. It's like a research. You are just giving an ideas, but how to bring that ideas into reality, it's a part of UI. Now, my friend, let me show you one thing before I move further. So this is it. CX is the entire journey. It's the entire circle. It's entire journey. Okay. Inside CX, if you understand CX, you will know UX and UI. Okay. So this is what you are learning so far. If you are a designer, this is what you are learning. You are only learning UI or somewhat UX if you know what UX is. But CX is like the 100% of it. If you are learning UX, it's more like 30-40% of it, and UI is more of like 20 to 10% of it. So let's say if UX is 30%, UI is 10%, the remaining 50% is CX, and this is what you are missing, and that's the reason why you are not getting any job, or you are not getting placed anywhere, or you are not able to understand some research. So that's why you are using templates and ChatGPT. This is the reason why, because you are not understanding CX. My friend, CX is really important, and this is something we should really focus on. Don't worry, you will understand what CX is, what is HCI, and what is psychology in this webinar itself. So that's been said, CX is whole journey of getting your burger. UX is how you feel using the app to order it, and UI is how the app looks and functions. Again, CX is the whole journey from getting your burger, from opening the application to getting the burger in hand. UX is how you feel using the app to order. Was the entire process smooth? Of course, it was smooth. You were just able to get that and order it within 1 to 2 minutes. You were able to place the order. And UI is how the application looks and function. It was really looking good. It was smooth, and the functionation was really easy for me to make. Now, that's it. That's CX, UX, and UI. Now you must be wondering, so what is the role of HCI in UX? Let's understand. I have tried to break it down in a really easy way. You can write this down. Okay, I won't be reading all of these things, but I will be explaining you in a as easy way as possible. So HCI is the study of how people use computer and technology. So for an example, HCI stands for human computer interaction. So let's say you have joined this Gmeet. Now you are able to see me. You are able to see the screen I am sharing. You are able to hear my voice. You are able to see. You are able to read. Okay, so all of your problem is being solved. All of your problem is being solved in Gmeet itself. Moreover, if you want to, if you have some doubts, you can ask in Q&A section, Q&A section, where there is questions where you can ask question, anything question you need to be answered, or you can also raise your hand and ask a question. So these are some things you can do. But where are you? Are you in front of me? No, you are not. You are in your comfort zone. You are watching it. Okay, and this webinar is being recorded. Also, if someone else is watching it through a recording, so that's also a part of it. So this is human-computer interaction. You are interacting with a computer to get your solution. You are able to understand my webinar. You are able to understand my language. You are able to see. You are able to read. You are able to get the information through computer. Is the entire process smooth? Yes, it is smooth. You are able to read and everything else, correct? You are able to understand. So this is human-computer interaction. So to understand human computer interaction, a lot of factor comes is how I can make this interaction, this bridge, a human and a computer, how I can make this bridge easy. That's where my part comes in. That's what HCI is, like the interaction part, the human and computer interaction part, where how I can make it more easy. That's what it's about. So HCI used to design better application, website, and digital tools. Its main goal is to make technology easy, useful, and enjoyable. HCI helps design for human, not just for screens. So it's like it depends on human emotions. It depends on human mood. It also depends on how quickly a person can get bored or not bored. A lot of factors comes in HCI, and most of them is psychological factors. The goal is to make user feel, end of the day, the goal is to just make user feel comfortable. The interface should feel familiar, friendly, and stress-free. Is this clear for you? What is HCI? Cool? Got it. Let's move on. The role of psychology of design. Now, what is psychology and why is it necessary? Psychology in UX is really crucial. Understand it. Okay, please understand and read it clearly, but understand this. Psychology of design is really crucial in UX. Why? Because it helps us to understand user behavior, motivation, and needs. Even if we miss out or mess up any one of these things, that user or that particular set of user won't be using our application or website or services at all. By applying psychological principle, we can design experiences that are more engaging, intuitive, and satisfying. So for an example, let's say you joined this webinar because you got through an ad or you was recommended from one of your friends. But if you're not gaining any value from this friend, you will be frustrated and you won't be joining my course or whatsoever, correct? But if you're getting a real value, if you're able to understand the motivation of it, if you're able to understand, if you can relate to it, yeah, this is something which I need to learn, this is something which I'm missing out, this is where your interest gets higher. So for you to understand this, psychology is necessary. For me to understand you, for you to understand me, psychology is necessary. Now for you, it's not necessary because you are just a user, but for me, it's necessary because I am selling my product. Similarly, in businesses, if you are working as a UI/UX designer and you are building a product which has no psychology, no motivation, no behavior, no needs of user, you are just building it out of template or just took ChatGPT prompt and everything else, your business and your customer needs always vary a lot. Okay, so if this is your customer needs and this is your business and you are building something else, you think how long you think they will be using? They will be only using for 1 day or 2 days and they will be like, yeah, I don't want to use this anymore. This is boring. And they will uninstall your application or stop using your website or stop using your services. But if we understand the psychology of users, we can make website which they can relate to. So the best example is Instagram Reels. You watch Instagram Reels over and over again. Why? Because it's relevant to you. It's relevant to your taste. Sometimes it's funny if the jokes are exactly what you find funny. Sometimes the things you were seeking for, you find it on Reels. And that's why, my friends, you watch Reels over and over again. Speaking of Reels, have you ever wondered why do you watch Reels over and over again? Like, why do you spend 1 or 2 hours just watching Instagram Reels? Have you ever wondered why you spend like 1 hour, 2 hour, or maybe 3 hours and then you get all tired? Don't worry, my friends, I have created a case study on this, which I'll be explaining you in this webinar. Why, how come Instagram Reel hypnotize us to, watch the Reels over and over again. That is a major use of HCI and psychology. Please take note of it. There is a major use of HCI and psychology. All right. So let's move ahead. That's psychology of design for you. Now coming to the product design. A lot of people say, sir, I want to be a product designer. What is product design? So what's the difference between a UI/UX designer and a product designer? And a UI/UX designer can create multiple different website applications. It has no particular, field. Like for example, if I am working in some medical business, I am just making website oriented to medicines. But in a product design, it's only, working with a specific product, the specific designs. So let's going to the same example. If I'm only building medicines for medical application and medical industry, I am a product designer, not a UI UX designer. Why? Because I'm only working on one product and I've mastered it. I'm giving that updates, I'm giving different versions of it, I'm improving day by day. So for an example, if Instagram is your product, you're working in an Instagram, you are a product designer in Instagram. Okay. Whereas the UI UX designers have a lot of freedom, they get a lot of different jobs. So for an example, one day I will ask you to build a social media application, the another day I will just ask you to build something NGO website. It has to be really random. So UI UX designer and product design, that's the only major difference. Product design only focuses on one particular niche. Hopefully that's clear. Now there are two types of products, B2B and B2C. So what's B2B and B2C? Business to business and business to customers. You can write this down, it's written on the screen, but I'm just going to explain you. Business to business is something when we are building an application or software for another business to grow. So us as a business is helping another business is called as B2B. Whereas B2C is where a business help customers. So for an example, I am a business as a UX expert, you are my clients, then you will be my customers. So B2C, where I am helping or building a platform where you can come, you can join, and you can get all this webinar for free. So that's B2C. Whereas B2B is, if let's say you have a business and I am helping your business to grow with my business, that's called B2C. There are two types of products. So what are the examples? Okay. Now I will come to the example in the next slide, but for now let's understand there are like three major types: interactive designs, industrial design, and system design, which comes under product designing. Okay. I won't be going much brief over this thing, but you need to understand there are two types of products in B2B and B2C, which are SaaS and non-SaaS. Now, here's the thing. Non-SaaS is literally stopped. They are not using, no one is using non-SaaS anymore. It was an oldish time. So non-SaaS and SaaS, what's the difference between that? SaaS means software as service and non-SaaS means non-software as service, or you can just call it permanent ownership. So let's say if you are going out and getting a chocolate of 5 rupees, you own that chocolate. You got it for 5 rupees. You don't need to pay it again and again over again, like a subscription plan. Every month you need to pay. And similarly, let's say if you got Netflix for monthly. So every month it will cut 300, 500 rupees. Every month it will be getting 500, 500, 500. So that's like a recurring. And you don't need to, save that. You don't need to download any movies. It's directly stored in Netflix. It's saved in Netflix. It's saved in cloud. So whatever is saved in cloud, you don't need to save. You just need to pay, subscribe it every month recurring or every year recurring. That's called as SaaS. Nowadays, we only use SaaS product because it's really friendly, it's very easy, and you don't need to have a lot of space. Whereas non-SaaS products are something you need to install it, you need to save it. For example, initial days, Photoshop was non-SaaS product where you used to buy for Photoshop once, payment once, and it's yours completely. It was way before, but nowadays we also have a subscription for Adobe, Photoshop, Illustrator, and everything else. So that's, my friend, is SaaS, non-SaaS, B2B, and B2C. So let me break this down to you in a more simpler manner. Over here, if you see, product designing has SaaS products and non-SaaS products. Now, in SaaS products, there are monthly, yearly subscription, and in non-SaaS product, it's only one-time purchase or ownership. In SaaS product, there are B2B, B2C. Obviously, non-SaaS product is B2B and B2C. So this is, I'm just giving you an overview of it. Okay, products have two types: SaaS product, non-SaaS product. In SaaS product, there is B2B, B2C. In non-SaaS is B2B and B2C. Now, over the non-SaaS is nowadays no one is using it, but you should know the history, correct? If someone asks what is non-SaaS, if you're using SaaS every day, what is non-SaaS? Non-SaaS is just one-time purchase. So B2B, the ODR 2019 old age software, the MS Office 2019, AutoCAD was B2B because MS Office was used by another office, a business helping Microsoft helping another business to grow. That's B2B. AutoCAD is something, again, you are building something for your business to grow. Is B2B. B2C, whereas old Photoshop CS6, Norton antivirus, you just need to pay it once and it's your days to give you a CD, and that CD used to be at your place forever, for forever. There was like something you don't need to purchase this again and again. Okay. Whereas SaaS product is monthly, yearly subscription, B2B and B2C. B2B example is like business to business. Google Workspace, which I use myself. Google Workspace is something which I've been using for so long. Why? It helps my business to grow. It helps my business to have a particular business account and a lot of things. Spotify for artists, again, Spotify for artists, like, come on, you must be knowing Spotify, which is something you use. It's called as B2C because you are the customer, you're listening to an artist. But for artists, they need to upload it, correct? So where will they upload it? They will upload it over here, Spotify for artists. So that's B2B. Whereas B2C over here is Netflix, Amazon Prime. A simple example, I'm pretty sure you must be knowing this. Is this clear? What is product designing? I know it's there a lot of things going on, plus please bear with me. There are a lot of things I need to cover, and trust me, even 2 hours is not enough for me to understand. So I'm just trying to make as much as possible I can. Okay, let's move further. So which design will help you to land up on such jobs? Do you remember I told you earlier? Oh, I have shown you on a website. If you don't remember, don't worry. Let me show you again. Okay, will you MNC select for you for this thing? So those who ever thought yes, the answer is no, you won't be selected for this. So which one will be selected for this? Which one? So let's understand. Tesla law says if you simplify too much, you will transfer some complexity to the user. This is the one MNC will be selecting. And now you will be wondering, sir, why? Why? Why all MNC will choose this one? Let me help you. Let me break it down to you. Now, most of you must be like, I understood. That is just like, extra description. I can now buy now, plus sign. Is that all? No. Let me show you. Okay. The first thing, if you notice over here, is I have clearly written blueberry, whereas over here, if you see, the blueberry is hidden. The text is not visible, readable at all. No one would like a website where the text is hidden. Secondly, over here, if you see, its contrast is missing. What is contrast, sir? The light background has a light text over it. Light background has a light text over it. It's literally blending it together. For us, sir, I can see it because your eyes are good. But people who are, let's say, for old age, who need to buy donors who have a specs, they will have a high problem buying these products. Okay, so these are the factor. Third factor, you see over here, the leaves are not even co-relevant to donuts. So why is that even thing? So it's irrelevant to whatever happening over here in the screen. That's why, my friend, this will be rejected. Now come here, you see the background of this image, you see the title clearly. Yeah, this is a blueberry donut. I have written a description very well, like the blue, so people can read and understand, oh, this is a blueberry donut which I want to eat. Oh, it has this stuff things in it, and this is something which is tempting for me. So I can order, I can customize, I can order how much I want to, and I can quickly buy. Okay. Now here are a lot of factors coming on. What if I tell you? The first thing you saw is the donut picture and the title. The second thing you saw is the paragraph and buy now button and all this section. And the last section you saw is the mouse and the half donut, which is brown at the below section. So this is how your eyes went. The first section was this title and the bigger donut. The second section was the description and +1, -1, cart, adding to carts and buy now. And the last section was the lowest section. This is where, my friends, I used psychology. Okay, this is where I made you look the way you wanted. You thought you were looking. No, I made you look the way I wanted you to look at it. Okay, so this is what it is. So what is it? Understanding human behavior. So for this, you need to understand human behavior. How psychology influences user behavior and decision making, UX decision. What are the key concepts I use in this website for you to understand? Let me break it down in this. Now there are 106 psychological laws. There are 106 psychological laws. I have just applied 4 or 5 of them. for you to understand key. Just using 4 or 5, it's more than enough for you to, like, break it down to the psychological. So I have followed only 5 of these laws just to make this stand out, just to make this website stand out. I have only used 5 of these laws out of 106 laws. Yes, my friends, there are 106 psychological laws. So let's see how I'm following these laws in UI designing. Cognitive load, total amount of mental efforts that requires to complete a task. In short, cognitive load means how much pressure you are giving to your brain to make a decision. So the lesser amount of pressure, the more easier for us to decide. So if you see over here, I have only shown one donut. I could have shown 2 to 3 or 4 donuts, but it could have just create complexity. But I have just shown you one donut, and I can just scroll down and see which I want. And this way it's looking more tempting. It has its own enhancement in it, and I can just simply order it. Point number 1, done. Point number 2, visual anchoring elements used to guide user eyes. Like I said, if you see this website, the first thing you are looking at is the picture of the donut, the title of it. The second thing you are looking at the description, add to the cart, how many amounts you need to add, buy now button, and the third section is what you are looking over here is the below section, mouse and the small donut. This is called visual anchoring. Element used to guide user eyes. You thought that you were looking. No, I was making sure how your eyes should be guided according to me. And that's, my friend, is the best UI UX. Nudge. Subtle hints can affect user decision. Subtle hints can affect user decisions. Now, what are subtle hints and how it can affect user decision? So subtle hints, if you see, in every 4 seconds, the mouse will move up and down. It's moving up and moving down. So it's giving a subtle hint that, yeah, there is something up and there is something down. Also, I have shown their arrow. One is going up and one is going down. There is something up and there is something down. Now, if I scroll up, look at this. Boom. Now the below arrow is gone. So now I know I need to only scroll up. So this is called a subtle hint, which will change my decision. Now, if I wanted to buy strawberry, but now, hey, I can scroll up and I can buy maybe green apple or maybe blueberry, correct? So this is how it can change my decision, this subtle hint. This is called as a nudge. Hopefully that's clear for you as well. Now, Hicks law, more option, harder decision. The more option you give to user, the harder is for them to decide. So for an example, if I am giving you 10 ice cream and I ask you to choose one flavor, you will take some time to choose. In the same way, if I give you only 2 options to choose, let's say mango and chocolate, you need to choose one, you will decide it quickly. So Hicks law says more option, harder decision. Same way, I have not shown more options over here. I have only shown singular option one at a time instead of showing 4 of them. This is the reason why I have shown singular, not all of them in one go. Because if I have shown 4, 5, or even 10 of them, now 4 is a very small number. But if I have shown 10 of them, 20 of them, you will be confused in the small. Oh, which one to choose, which one not to choose. But if I just show in a very systematical format, oh, this is 1, 2. If I'm showing 2 options or 1 option at the same time, it's easier for me to decide. It's following Hicks law, and last law is Fitts law. Closer and bigger objects are easier to click. So if you see, if I want to buy green apple, let's say I want to buy green apple. Now it's so close for each other for me to buy. I can just tag the amount I want. Let's say I want 3 green apples. I can just select it. 3, 4, 5. Okay. Buy. Boom. It's done. That's it. Closer, bigger objects are easier to click. What if it was this small, the size of this mouse? It will be hard for me to click. It's just literally the size of my mouse. It's clicking on here. It's so hard for me. So let's say, for example, this is thumb, and if I give you something so small, you will be like doing like this. No, you wouldn't be doing. You will stop using an application. You will use something else which is better. So over this thing, to avoid this thing, we have to make it bigger. So now if the button is this big, you can just simply hit boom, and it's done. And that's why, my friends, whenever you use mobile application, you have buy now button or payment button in a bigger format which covers the entire screen. You must have seen that. And that's that. Now, these are some jobs, salaries you missed out on 2024. What are the jobs and salary you missed out on 2024? Like you, and one more thing I need to highlight. Okay, so what are these 18 things? So if you unlock CX, UX, and UI, my friends, you can unlock 18 plus jobs. Yes, 18 plus jobs. These are some jobs you missed out in 2024, my friend, because you were not aware of CX, UX, and UI. So what are kind of different jobs you can get hired at? UI UX designer, product designer, interaction designer, user research, UX researcher, usability tester, information architecture, design consultant, service designer, and so on. There are 18 of it. Not just one, not just two, 18 sections you are unlocking. Nowadays, you must be like, sir, I just wanted to do UX designing, product designing. Is it like too much getting crowded? No, it's not getting crowded at all. You can always be a UI UX designer, product designer. Let me tell you, these are also some jobs which people are hiring. MNCs are hiring. You are just not aware of it. Why you are not aware of it? Because you are not knowing CX. In future, within 3 years, I am 1001% sure research analyst, UX experience strategists, and CX designers will be trending and booming a lot. And that day, my friend, you will be searching for where to find CX, where to find CX. Again, you will be spending 1 lakh for it. Don't do it. Learn it. Trust me on this. Don't go for the trend. Master it. Trend will come to you. Like I've been doing research analyst and UX designer even before that was a UI UX thing. If you that was UI UX, but it was not as trendy as it is right now. Okay. And don't worry, my friend. There are a lot of questions I'm getting. Will I get a job? I think UI UX is overrated. It's too crowded. It's the trending's over. No one's getting job. It's absolutely wrong. Will get a job if you have a skills. Job is equivalent to skills. Imagine you are a owner of a business, but someone else is just doing it from AI and all, and they are not even using their brains. They are not doing the research. Boom. Will you hire them? No, you won't. And now the second question I get asked mostly is, sir, there are a lot of AIs coming out. So will the AI take over UI UX designing? Will it take over in designing? No, not at all. Designing is a really creative field. UX needs user experience, needs human emotions. It needs human emotion. It needs human understanding, their motivation and satisfaction. AI can never find that out because we don't target just one person. We target a group of people. So you, my friends, all of you are like students or let's say working individual who want to do designing, who want to maybe upskill their career, change their career, or want to start their career in UI UX designing. So you are my target audience. I need to answer you according to your understanding. Correct? If I don't do that, you won't like it. So AI can never solve this thing. Matter of fact, we create AI. So ChatGPT was something first thing you saw as an AI. Nowadays there are Gemini and a lot of other ChatGPTs coming out. Correct? So who are making those things? Just developers? No. UI UX designer, product designer, they are trying to make it better. So we are the one who do research. Okay, this is the problem people are facing. Maybe if we add this feature, it will be really good. So lately there was some anime photo trending in ChatGPT. Was it earlier? No, it was not. But now it is. Why? Because some research analysts, some UX designers said if we add this feature in ChatGPT, it will bring more engagement for our business, and which it did, and it helped ChatGPT to grow their business. Be smart, my friend. Don't be like crowd. Okay. So this is something which you missed out on. Now, let me tell you about a good UI versus bad UI. Now, bad UI is something you must be aware of IRCTC. Obviously, there is a lot of things cluttered. It's a live thing. You can just Google and say it yourself. So login, registered, agency, everything is written here. Look at the daily deals. It's written in red as if it's something danger. It's not something appealing. It's so much cluttered. The cognitive load is increasing. I don't know where to look first, where to look back. All the time, IRCT is just for railway. But let me tell you, friends, it's more than railways. You can get hotels, flight and holidays, meals, and so on. But no one uses it for it. Why? Because it's so much clutter. A lot of information they are presenting in one go. Simultaneously, see the other application, makemytrip.com. Look at them. They have used CX, they have used UX, and they have applied both of this in UI in a very, very beautiful way. So even if, let's say, I don't understand English, I can still understand by looking at the images. Okay, I want to get a cab, train, and let's say I want to read something. I can change the language from here. If you see top right hand side, I can then change the language, also the currency of it. Now I want to go from New Delhi to Kanpur or whatever date and time. It's highlighted in a bigger format because that's important thing. That's not something less important. They are also going with hierarchy, visual hierarchy as well, visual anchoring as well. Okay, look at the way they have shown offer. So if I have selected on trains, they are showing me trains offer. A lot of factors are coming in. The same website over here, the government website, it's not doing that. Just showing it everything in the order, like, yeah, this is it. You decide. So this is the bad example of UI, UX, and CX, and this is the good example. So you are willing to pay 20 rupees more for the platform fee just to have a good experience. Understand this. This is why CX, UX, and UI is important. Now, guess which is good and which is bad. Okay, UI. So this is a task which I want you to do. And once you have done it, I want you to answer. Don't worry, I will tell you over here, but I want you to really think on this, okay? On the first image, is the left one good or the right one good? So this is the first image, this is second, this is third, okay? So don't complicate. First image, is the left one good or the right one good? Think. Is the left one or the right one? Those who ever choose right one is absolutely wrong. Left one is the correct answer. Look at this, how empty it is. It's not maintaining context. The dark having a dark layout, like I said, light having lights, the similar goes from dark having that is absolutely wrong. I cannot even see the navigation of it. So look at this, is more presentable in the dark. It's a light white color shown on the behind that is a purple background. So that's something good. Okay, let's go for the second, the left one or the right one. Which one you think is good? Left one or right one? Now over here, even designers, non-designer must have gone with the left one. You are absolutely wrong. Left one is not the right answer. Never use dark shadows on button. Matter of fact, never use shadows on button. But if you want to use shadows, you can make it this light. That's the max thing you can do with the shadows. Third part. Now left one or right one? Which login thing is better? Left one or right one? If you are going with the right one, you are wrong again. Left one is the right answer. Button should always have primary, secondary, tertiary elements in it. So what is primary, secondary, tertiary? If I am on login screen, so login is something should be highlighted as a primary because I am on login screen. Sign up is something secondary. If I don't know my login or I never registered myself, so I can go and sign up as a secondary option. And forget password is a tertiary thing as a third priority. Priority number one is login, priority number two is sign up, and priority number three is forget password. It's okay. Only it's applicable when I forget the password. Hopefully that's clear. And that's why this is wrong, because I don't know which one is priority. Everyone is priority on the right hand side. Now let's increase the speed a bit and we will be moving more forward. I started from the basic, now we are moving to advanced like this. Okay, we are increasing the speed. Tell me the fourth one, left side or right side? Left or right? Which one will you choose? People who choose left one are wrong. People who choose right one are absolutely correct. You over here, if you see on the left hand side, the images are cut. Okay, it's halfly cut. Never use half images. Either you need to crop it or you can use it, adjust it accordingly, or just completely change the image. The title size should be same. The description size should be same. The color should be same. Over here, nothing is followed. It is the dark color, bigger fonts. It's a light color. It's not visible. The sizes is very different. The text size should be same. For the header, it should be same. For description, it should be like same for every description or every header. Over here, the back button has a more priority because it's highlighted and the blog is written small. It should not be the priority. If I'm on blog, I must be able to read, oh, I'm on blog, and that's why the back button is small. Now the fifth one, which one is the correct one? Left one or the right one? Over here, the right one is the correct one. Why? Because again, if you see, hey, your name. So your name is something highlighted. Welcome home is something, obviously they know they are at home page. Okay, their artist name is not that important. The song name is important because we search songs through song name and then artist name. If you go just search artist name, they will be getting thousands of songs. Which one is ours? So for that, for us to remember the song name is highlighted. Hear Me Now by Zeba. And that's, my friend, that's how it's done. Easy, understandable. Now let's jump to Figma. A lot of you will ask questions, sir, that are Adobe XD, that Figma, a lot of other software to use. Why only Figma? Figma is the only software which gives CX, UX, and UI completely free. And that's the reason why a lot of industry has stopped using Adobe XD. None of them use it anymore, because obviously you need to pay for each and everything, which Figma has done it for free. They have given free plugins, they have given you free a lot of factors. For over there, Adobe XD, you can only do UI. You cannot do your CX. You need to install a different software to do your CX. You need to do a different software to do your UX. And then to do all this research, you have to do in Adobe XD. There's a lot of factors, okay? But after Figma came, it solved this thing. First thing, it not only made it easier, but also made it easier to write UX, CX, UI, everything else just in one apply software. That's why, my friends, Figma is something you can do. Of course, you can also work with team completely free, of course, and it's helpful for businesses. And also, same thing is helpful for us customers. That's why Figma claimed the market. Now, these are some navigation sections you can see in Figma. This is a toolbar. Okay, don't worry, I'll be showing you when I will be having a live practical. Okay, so tools, these are where you will be understanding tools. This is the where you can just add on tools. This is where you use the tools to create something design. Now, where you create a design is called as Canva. Collaboration tool plus view tool. When you want to view your design, this is the section where you can use it. Okay, this is where you can share. This is where you can view the design, like prototyping and all. Don't worry. I do understand. It's just my job. I'm doing my job. I'm telling you, I'm going a little bit advanced now. Don't worry. I started from basic. Now we are moving a little bit ahead. Okay. So right hand section is a property section. Prototyping is where we'll be doing, let's say, prototyping in a simple word is giving life to your body, giving veins to your body, giving life to your body. So that's what in prototyping. And this is where you can change the title of your file. And this is the, on the left hand side is called layer panel. People who are graphic designer, they know what layer panel is. It's like just like Photoshop and Illustrator. These are some designs done by our students in Figma. See, even in Figma, designs like these are possible if you know how to make tools working. A lot of beautiful design done by a lot of beautiful students, okay, according to their understanding. Really great job, okay. Now, let me show you some things. Let's jump into Figma now. Enough lecture, enough theory. Let's go a little practical. Now, over here, let me give you a basic bit. This is frame. This is Canva. This is tool. And the thing I just selected is called as frame. What is the difference? Why do we need frame? We can just draw. So let's say I drew one triangle, one circle. I need to change the color of it. Now, over the right hand side is a property where I can change the dimensions, the dimension, everything else. I can change the color. So fill is where you change the color. So for now, I took this as orange and I'm taking this color as, let's say, green. Okay. Now observe carefully. Hey, I have done something. I want to see it. Will I able to see it? Let's say preview. Let me see if it's loading. If it's able to see. If we are able to see it. Oh no, we are not able to see anything. What is this white part? Why we are not able to see it? Because, my friends, consider frame as a book, as a page, as a drawing page. If you are not drawing under drawing page, nothing is visible. If you are drawing under drawing page, everything is visible. So frame is like a page where you need to show. And Figma software only considers final design or final output which is done inside the frame. That's the reason. Consider frame as a backbone of it. If you don't have a backbone, they won't show you. So to understand Figma, yes, this is my final design. This is what I want to go with. I need to show it inside the frame. not outside of the frame. As soon as I take it outside, it's going. As soon as I take it inside, it's coming. Okay. Now I can also change my name from here. If I don't want to change it from here, if you look at the layers panel, I can see a ellipse rectangle which I just drew, and frame one. If I want to change, I can just double tap and just say art board. Okay, where I am able to draw. I can just want to say ellipse. I want to call it circle, and I want to call this square. Easy. This is how you can move. I want to increase the size of square without breaking it anything. So there is this section called as unlock lock expect, where you expect ratio is locked, and then you can just increase without worrying about breaking it. Because if you unlock this and if you just try to increase, you will be only increasing width or just height. A lot of things coming out. Let me go with advanced now. This is just the basic overview. There are a lot of factors over here. You can see a lot of different shapes, pen tool, text. This is where you can be able to do text, but we will be doing this practically. Let's jump over here. Now, in this webinar, you will be also learning how to do responsive website. So what are responsive website? So there are times when company comes at you and they say, oh, I need to have a responsive website which is responsive for mobile, desktop, and tablet. So you need to draw one website 3 times. Now, earlier you need to sit and draw it separately over and over again, which used to consume a lot of times. But what if I tell you, you can just simply do it like this. This is for desktop, this is for tablet, and this is for mobile. Boom. Let me just show you. This is for tablet, and this is for laptop or desktop. Boom. So I just change it. It's that easy. You just need to create it once, and that's all. What if I told you this is possible in Figma if you learn Figma Advanced? This is something where you need to focus on. All right. This is something which I'll be teaching you also. In today's session, I'll be teaching you how to create a card like this, a responsive card like this. Similarly, like this card, if I want to show it on desktop, if I want to show it on tablet, and if I want to show it on mobile, this is how it can be shown. So let's get started over here. Let's create a responsive card. So how to do it? Take an image. You can get it from plugin over here. Unsplash plugin. Click it. I already took it. Click text and add a text, which I have already done. Now I will also show you how to use the auto layout, creating a button using auto layout. This is just a bonus from my end. Okay. So how to do that? Simply, there is a shortcut called as Shift A, where I just auto layout is added. Okay. Or there is a different method. Earlier, you are not able to see on the right hand side, there is no auto layout. So just click on the frame, then boom, you will see an option called as auto layout. Or you can just use a shortcut called as Shift A. Boom, auto layout is created. Now, what is the magic of auto layout? Sir, I cannot see it as a button. Do not worry. If I increase the padding of it, let's say I increase the padding 30 and I'm keeping this one to 60. And now I just need to add fill and something like this. Boom, look at this. Now the button is ready, but no, I'm not happy with it. I'm not satisfied it yet. Let me go make it till 80. And I want that corners to be curved, little bit curvy. There, my friend. Now this is looking presentable. Now you can ask, sir, what is the difference between this button and what if I just use like this? If I just draw a rectangle, let's say I change the color, I can do that as well, sir. Look at this, sir. I will just create this and boom, this is the button. I can also make it a group selection. What is the difference between this button and this button? The only difference between auto layout is like no matter what, your paddings will never change and it will be always adjusting according to you. Don't need to worry about this. So for example, subscribe now. Same thing if I write this as subscribe now. So see, it's adjusting. This is one is not adjusting. So that's, my friend, always make sure whatever you do, you always use auto layout. So for now, I'm just keeping it as buy now. Okay, now selecting these two elements, making it auto layout, selecting both of them and making it auto layout, selecting this. I'm using shortcuts, of course. This is how you need to master auto layout, increasing the padding of it. Why, sir? Why are you increasing the padding? Because I want to make it look more like a card. Now it's looking more like a card, but yeah, I would like the corners to be curved. So I'm just making curvy corners and boom. Now it's looking more pleasing. Now all I need to do is select both of these things. All right. And simply say fill container. Since I did fill container, now all I need to do is add wrap. Now there are new feature called as grid vertical and all, but for now is grid is literally like a wrap, but for now you will see wrap. So this is something which I want as my desktop. So let me finalize this thing. So 2629 will be the size as my maximum width. So what will happen, since I have done maximum width, it won't go beyond that. So what would have happened if I haven't done this? Look at this. If I keep increasing, it will go on increasing. Is it looking professional now? No, not at all. That's what happens when we set it as a maximum width. It will lock the aspect there and there. It won't go more further. But if I go reverse like this, if I try to make it smaller, see how it's going. Now you can see the problem over here. It's not wrapping perfectly like I shown here. Now let me break it down for you. Let me make it easier. So let's say this was for desktop. I want this for my tablet. So I will select this thing 834, 839. That will be my minimum width. This will be my minimum width. So this is the minimum width I'm going with. Okay, this will be my minimum width. Boom. As soon as this is my minimum width, now as soon as it is getting 846, like it's going lower, it's wrapping. This is called as wrapping. As soon as it hits 830, as soon as it is 839, or like let's consider 840, it starts wrapping. Boom. See how it's wrapping? Boom. And now I can just make it close to like this. So this is something I would want as my mobile. And this is how it's done. Don't worry for the people who are new, who are getting overwhelmed. So this is the minimum width I will be adding. So this is what you will be learning. I'll be teaching you. Do not worry about it. It's really that easy. Look at this. Look at this. So this, my friend, is how you do responsive website. Sorry, responsive card. This is for desktop. Then let's go lower. This is for, let's say, tablet. And this will be, my friends, for mobile. Isn't this easy? See, I did not need to do it over and over again. Moreover, a lot of factors when you learn components, variants, you must be knowing basics. But do you know from dark mode to light mode, all you need to do is like magically drag this. If you understand components and variants, look at this. Dark mode, light mode. It's that easy. Really easy. Now let's see variants, Instagram text and Boolean. So what is this? Let's say I created this using variant, Instagram text and Boolean. Now all I did to do not worry about this thing. Let's say I created so many options, multiple options. See, so many options. I've created thousands of buttons. And if your client says, hey, I don't want this thing. Now let's understand a bit about components. Okay, so let's say I have created variants, instance, Boolean, I have applied everything else, and you have created multiple different buttons. Like, hey, oh my god, so many buttons. What if your client comes and say, hey, I want to change each and every button now. I want to name, instead of sign up, I want this as login. All you need to do is apply in one. Boom, login is applied. Hey, now I want the first login button to change. I should show icon. Okay, sure. Let me show an icon. Oh, the icon is search. Hey, what I don't want search, I want home icon and I want the text as home. Let me write the text over here. Just focus on the right hand side on the proportion panel. You can see. Okay. Home. Boom. The home is done. Instead of search, I'm going down and they ask for home. Here, I'm adding home. Oh, what if they say, hey, I want just only icon to visible, not text. All right, it's done. Hey, I only want text to visible, not icon. It's done. I want both of them to visible. Done. Hey, I want the size to increase. Now it's too large. I want medium. Done. I want it small. Done. So as you get expert, you need to know how lazy you can get. Okay. The lazier you are, the expert you are. That's how you can do, my friends. That's how you understand Figma. That's how you do UI UX designing in advance. Figma is not just about just dragging and dropping and keeping it. Learning Figma is easy. Mastering Figma is really hard. This is what I teach in my course as well. This is what it's all about. Okay. Moreover, you can also do animations like this website. So if you see over here, can you see this website? You can, correct? Good. So look at this. Isn't it looking interactive? Isn't this website looking interactive? Look at the way the color is changing now as soon as the sun is coming down. Isn't it pleasing? This is how you can not just build UI pleasing, but also make sure it's appealing for user using HCI, psychology of design, and of course UI UX in this. And that's, my friend, it's all about it. Moreover, okay, let me give you a final activity. Tell me which one is better, Flipkart or Amazon. I want you to think. I want to really go through it, understand the things I've taught you in today's webinar. Look into this and tell me which one is better, Flipkart or Amazon. I will tell you the answer right away. Don't worry, I won't be making you wait and comment and blah blah blah. No, I'll give you the answer right away. So which one you think is better, Flipkart or Amazon? The answer is Flipkart. Amazon is not better at all. Why, sir? Why? Amazon, I've been using Amazon for so long. Amazon CX is good. They give you 7 days return policy because it's been something going for so long. They are really rich people. But if you see at their website, look how many options they are showing. The Miller's law is not being followed here. Miller law says only 5 to 9 options is something people can remember in their mind, in their temporary mind. Look at so many things are happening. The cognitive load, which I just told you about, is increasing. The pressure is increasing. A lot of things is happening over. Same way, even Flipkart is showing a lot of things. But look at things. Cognitive load. The Millers, they are applying Miller's law, psychological law. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 options. They have just divided in such a way. If I click on fashion, I will be seeing men's fashion, women's fashion, and options like that. They have made it in such a systematical, very uncluttered format. It's like at least reducing my cognitive load. It's making me read things, go it in easier way. That's what it's about, my friends. And a lot of things, factors has come as well. That's why it's looking too much friendly. And I'm not stopping here only. I will also show you a case study done by one of my students before jumping to the Instagram case study. Don't worry, I did not forget that. I'll be teaching you that as well. But if you see, using this website, look at the Amazon website, how uncluttered it was, too much happening, a lot of things going around. Using psychology of design, using HCI and UX, this is what my student has done. Isn't it looking more pleasing, more beautiful, more aesthetic? This is what it's about. UI UX using psychology and HCI, because if you are doing just UX and UI like this, you won't be getting any job. And even if you did, no one will be pleasing you for it. They will remove you within 1 month, 2 months. Nowadays, technology is increasing, so your knowledge should increase as well. Now, imagine if you draw something like this and show it to Amazon, and if they actually check your mail, they will be impressed by you. They will be like, boom, go ahead, make this thing happening. A lot of factors, psychological things coming on. Don't worry, you can find this case study on my Behance. Go to my Behance, you will find this case study. You can read that, okay? You can read that. The student name is Harsh. He has done a very great job. You can just go through my website, look into it, and you will find it. Now let's understand the hypnotic pull of Instagram Reels. So what is it about? How it happened? Why do you keep scrolling mindlessly? That's the main question you always have. So let's understand. Why do you keep scrolling over and over mindlessly? So Instagram Reels was introduced when TikTok got banned from India, and this is where we've been using Instagram a lot. Or earlier, we will be using Instagram, but it was not that much of it. So in the moments when you're waiting for the coffee break to brew during your lunchtime, yeah, that's exactly when I usually find myself sweeping from Instagram Reels. But one day I realized I spent hours doing that. Hours. And that's when it hit me. Instagram algorithm had been secretly manipulating me all along. But how is Instagram manipulating me and what triggers it? Boom. Look at the amount of likes and comments this post has. It shows so many people have interacted to it. Social proof. The desire for social acceptance and validation. It what gives us a social proof. I mean, who doesn't love the feeling of getting likes and comments? It's like a dopamine boost towards users variable rewards. Unpredictable likes, comments, and engagement activates brain dopamine release. So imagine if you are getting feeling of unexpected, you are not able to, understand like how many likes will I get, how many comments will I get. So it's making you excited, keeping you engaged. So this is the dopamine boost which is happening in variable rewards. Moreover, and the personal experience. Let's say if you are working out, you are like in one of the gym reel, you are getting all the workout. If you're like some, let's say breakup reel, you are getting all breakup love thing, you are getting all love bombing. So this is a personal genius. They exactly know what I want to see and they feed me with it. What is it? This is called my dopamine loop. They are giving you the satisfaction or the gratitude, like they are giving the satisfaction you were seeking from others, like the satisfaction of success or relief. That's my friend. When you spend 2 or 3 hours in it, you feel more exhausted, emotionally exhausted, because it's giving you the relief and satisfaction which is not natural to our brain. This is really concerning. Also, Zeigarnik effect. You must be thinking, yeah, the reels is very short. Why it's always 30 seconds, 20 seconds, 1 minute? Why it's not 2 hours, 1 hour? The reason why Zeigarnik effect said it's like the people remember incomplete things. So always, whenever you feel like 30 seconds, then your brain thinks, oh, the reel is not completed. It's not satisfied. I need to find something else. I need to go. I need to scroll. I need to scroll. And that's how it keeps on going, happening over and over and over. And you keep scrolling for hour and hour until it's 1 hour, 2 hours. That's when our brain thinks like, oh, the movie is completed. And that's why you feel so tired. Because unfinished or interrupted task is always remembered. But completed task is not remembered. That's what Zeigarnik effect says. And less activates my brain, and less scrolling activates my brain pleasure center, releasing dopamine and keeps me engaged. Social validation through likes and comments fueled my ego. Personalized recommendation fed my content that resonate with my interests, creating an intense connection. Emotional contagious transfer emotion from content to our psyche. So emotion connection is created by machine with us, like it's like human computer interaction, but it's affecting our emotion rather than affecting our brain. It's like transferring emotion. I thought I was controlling, but really Instagram algorithm was exploiting my psychological weakness. It was using emotion, making me feel emotion which I don't even have. Sometimes you watch, like you're happy, but you start watching sad sad reels and all, and you kind of feel upset. Yeah, hey, maybe I'm not doing something in my life I should do. Sometimes you saw rich people getting more richer money and all this, and you feel like, hey man, I don't have that much of amount in my house. Damn, am I poor? But you feel the emotion which you don't have. You are absolutely correct where you are. You will be getting rich, you will be wealthy. It just takes times, okay? But this is something it affects your emotions because of the emotional connection is giving you, which you don't even have. I spent hours on this app, and when I finally emerged from the vortex, I felt guilty and satisfied at the same time. I'm pretty sure you must be feeling same when you spend 1 or 2 hours using Instagram Reels. That's when it hit me. Instagram algorithm had hijacked my brain. But you know what? I'm not even mad. I'm actually impressed. I mean, who wouldn't want to create an app that's so engaging, so addictive? So next time when you find yourself mindlessly scrolling to social media, just remember you are not in control. The algorithm is in control. This is the power of psychology, triggers, and UX in social media. By understanding this unseen struggle, we can take control of our online experience and make more informed choice. So yeah, this is what you will understand when you know psychology and HCI with UI UX. So if you think like Figma is UX, you are a pixel pusher, not a problem solver. This is where you are. You have completed all the introduction section. You have understand HCI, psychology of design, and UI UX design overview of it from basic to advanced, fundamentals, practical project HCI. This is where you need to do to get your success. Your success lies here. MNC inside job development, case studies. Okay, here we are. So we are here in the introduction section. Your success lies over top of the mountain. We are just beginning the climbing this. We are actually climbed a lot of things which most of people don't climb it. You know everything basic about HCI, psychology of design. What is HCI? What is psychology of design? UI, UX, CX. This is where that's why you have climbed a bit, not exactly at the beginning, but yeah, you have started the journey. Now, all you need to do is complete fundamentals, practical project, HCI, psychological case study, job development, MNC insight. I could have told you this, but it's not possible for me to teach you in this just 1.5 hour of webinar. It takes me at least 3 months for me to complete all of these things by you. And trust me, when I say practical project, it is industrial practical project which is used by all other industries. So over here, you can see what you will learn over here. There are over 17 sections which I'll be covering in this throughout 3 months of course. Okay, so these are the 17 sections which I'll be covering. In the bonus, there will be AI prompts, AI, how to generate an AI, how to like build AI using like psychology, SCI, prompts of it, a lot of other new features, new updates, and whatever it is will be covered in bonus. New types of animation, new types of interaction design, everything else will be covered. And apart from that, this is where something you can also find it our brochure, but I have also added it over here. Become a problem solver. Don't be just like pixel pusher. Become problem solver with you expert, where you exceed your expertise. 10 plus project HCI and psychological based. 10, that's 10 mini project. 4 major projects you will be doing here. Okay, major projects means dividation of 2 to 3 mini projects, where you will be having one entirely industrial based, like not as one, like 4 of them. I'm just talking about one section here. You will be completing one like this. So 2 group projects, 2 individual projects will be doing it, and it will be all industrial practical project which industry needs. I won't be making you build a plant project or build a donut. It won't help anyone. It won't help anyone, trust me. So a project, something which will help a business to grow. A project, something which will help you to grow, you to show your portfolio, something they will be really impressed of. This kind of project using HCI and psychology will be taught over here and taught to you. 100% job assistant you will be getting. Okay, so interview and placement assistance you will be getting 100% assistant, because we focuses on you to make job ready, how you can apply on multiple jobs, how you can get that hidden market on. So there are a lot of hidden markets in the market, how you can land up on that particular hidden market. Okay, you will be unlocking 18 plus jobs. You will be unlocking because of the CX, UX, and UI. You will be learning through HCI and psychology, hidden jobs. And also you will be getting international ISO certification. International, my friends, not just to India. That certification is valid all over India. You can search my name in IAF and you can find my name right over there. Okay, so IAF is international organization which has approved me globally that my course is following all the international standard, and that will be applied. So you don't need to worry wherever you are. Even if you are national or international student, you can still do this course. AI prompts creation and many more is what some things I highly recommend you to do. AI is something, it's a future of it, and you will be building the future of it with UX. Moreover, that's it. There is a Hirsch who just land up 30,000 within just 20 days of completing this course. He was a commerce student, but he has landed out in this job. You can of course see Dice Academy search, or you can maybe go through him, like you can ask him directly up front. But the Hirsch Kumar cracked this job as a fresher, as a commerce student. He's got 30,000 per month salary. So that's it from my end. In this webinar, you will have seen a lot of things from starting from the UI basic to the advance of the UI UX using HCI and Psychology of Design. If you want to know more about this, or if you have any doubts or query, you can contact us. You can find our contact details in our website. You can go through it, check it, and you can contact us. If you want to talk to me, you can WhatsApp me on the number which is provided on the contact list. So that's it from my end. Thank you for being your expert. I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.